Students, welcome to the next session of Units and Measurements Competitive. So yesterday we were discussing about example 12. I think B I gave by writing. I think all of you might have done. Just once I am trying to do. F is directly proportional to momentum. P power A, P power B, energy power C. What is force dimension formula? M L P power minus 2. So you can write it directly proportional to or is equal to. So P, momentum dimension formula. Momentum means product of mass and velocity. So M L P power minus 1. Time dimension formula. Energy dimension formula. M L square P power minus 2 whole power C. So M L P power minus 2 is directly proportional to M power A, L power A, P power minus A. Isn't it? P power B, M power C, L power 2C, P power minus 2C. See how many powers are there? With M, L, P power minus 2 is directly proportional to M power A, M power C, M power A plus C. Next, L power A, L power 2C, L power A plus 2C. So T power minus A plus B minus 2C. So minus A plus B minus 2C. Now compare. So A plus C equal to here 1. A plus C equal to 1. Next L power how much is there? 1. Here A plus 2C equal to 1. Here minus A plus B minus 2C. T power how much is there? Minus. So two unknowns, two equations. A plus C, A plus 2C. So two unknowns, two equations means C here. A plus 2C equal to 1. Subtract A minus A. A minus A 0. C minus 2C. Minus C. 1 minus 1 0. Then C is equal to 0 you got. C is equal to 0. Substitute here. Then A plus 0 equal to 1. Then A is equal to 1. So A value, C value substitute here, you will get B. A value how much? 1 minus A value 1 plus B value we should find minus C value 0. 2 into C. 0 equal to minus 2. Then what you will get? This is minus 1. If it is going this side plus 1. B is equal to minus 2 plus 1. Then B is equal to minus 1. Substitute. C is 0, A is 1, B is minus 1. Substitute in this equation. So F is directly proportional to P power A value how much? 1. Next P power B value how much? Minus 1. Next E power C value 0. Therefore F is directly proportional to P power minus 1. F is directly proportional to P by T. That is the relation between F, P, T and E if they wanted to obtain. So next example 13. If the gravitational constant capital G, Planck's constant h, velocity of C is given as basis quantities, basis units, find the dimensions of mass. Means they are asking example 13. So mass is directly proportional to gravitational constant. Next one Planck's constant. Next one velocity of light. So they are asking relation between among all these. So for that they gave capital G dimension formula. They only give. Already we derived m power minus 1 L cube T power minus. This one they gave in the question only. But sometimes they won't give. So you should remember. Okay. Next. What is H here? Planck's constant. C here velocity of light. Velocity of light means velocity dimension formula. L T power minus 1. That one also. Now, what is Planck's constant dimension formula? For this, you should come to know relation. They gave already. What they gave there? Planck's constant H is equal to m L square T power minus 1. H is equal to m L square T power minus 1. So they have given the question. But how to get this one means you might have heard this relation in your 9th class or 10th class. E is equal to h mu. So H is Planck's constant, mu is frequency, E is energy. Then H is equal to E by mu. What is energy dimension formula? M L square e power minus 2. Frequency dimension formula. Frequency time period relation. Frequency mu is equal to 1 by t. Therefore, t power minus 1. Here, frequency dimension formula t power minus 1. T power minus 1 is going to numerator. Minus 2 plus 1. Then what you will get? M L square t power minus 1. That's what they get. M L square t power minus 1. If they didn't give also, you should get by using this equation. Now substitute all these G, C, H values here. So you will be getting relation. So M is directly proportional to mass dimension formula is M. Therefore I wrote capital M. G dimension formula, this one, M power minus 1 L cube T power minus 2 whole power A. Here next H dimension formula M L square T power minus 1 M L square T power minus 1 whole power B. C velocity of light, velocity dimension L T power minus 1 whole power C. Expand. So all same methods. M power minus 1 into A, M power minus A, L power 3A, T power minus 2A. M power B, L power 2B, T power minus 2. L power C, T power minus. So take common all M. M power, this is minus A, here B, minus A plus B. L power, here 3A, here 2B, here C. Next. T power minus 2A minus B minus C. So compare. Here M power how much is there? 1. Here A minus, sorry, minus A plus B equal to 1. Here L power 3A plus 2B plus C is equal to 0. Here L is not there. Therefore L is not there means L power 0. Next T power, here T is also not there. Therefore minus 2A minus B minus C equal to 0. Nothing is there means L power 0, T power 0 is there. Therefore we are equating for 0. Now see here. See, this is 3A plus 2B plus C. This is minus 2A minus B minus C equal to 0. So 3 unknowns. If you add these two, see here, if you add these two, C will be cancelled. Just I am writing this equation here. Minus 2A minus B minus C equal to 0. I am adding these two. Adding these two means 3A minus 2A. A plus 2B minus B. These two will be cancelled. So A plus B is equal to 0. Then substitute this one here. A plus B equal to 0. Minus A plus A 0. Plus 2B equal to 1. Then B is equal to 1 by 2. So B value is what? 1 by 2. Substitute this B value in this equation. Then what you will get? Minus A plus B equal to 1. Minus A plus 1 by 2 equal to 1. Minus A equal to 1 minus 1 by 2. Minus A equal to 1 by 2. A equal to minus 1 by 2. B is equal to plus 1 by 2, A is equal to minus 1 by 2. Substitute this B and A in this equation or in this equation. If you substitute A and B, what you will get? C you will get. Minus, either in this or in this you can substitute, that is our equation. Minus 2 into A value how much? Minus 1 by 2. Minus B value how much? 1 by 2. Minus equal to. So this 2 will be cancelled. Minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. 1 minus 2 minus C equal to 0. 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2 minus C equal to 0. And C is equal to 1 by 2. So A value, B value, C value, we can substitute here. 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Isn't it? So A value minus 1 by 2, B value 1 by 2, C value 1 by 2. You can substitute. Then you are going to get the answer. Okay. So that is example 13. See next page number 8. They have given significant figures. How to write already we discussed in PU. Same significant rules. All the non-zero digits are significant. So all these rules they gave, 7 rules they gave. Already we discussed in PU. Next, rounding of numbers, error analysis. All these we discussed in PU. Same formulas they have given here. So in this, no extra will be coming. Same equations will be coming. See the example 14. That model we did in PU, isn't it? One example problem in our textbook. Same model. Therefore, example 14 you can solve. You can only solve. Example 15. That one also we did one model. I am going to give A. Remaining you can solve. What is the maximum percentage error in measurement of kinetic energy? The percentage error in mass and speed are 1% and 2%. Same model we discussed. In mass, percentage error 1%. In speed, percentage error 2%. Then what they are asking in kinetic energy, what is the percentage error? In mass means they have given delta m by m into 100 is equal to 1%. Speed means delta v by v into 100 is equal to 2%. Kinetic energy. So delta k v by k into 100 is equal to how much they are. What is kinetic energy relation? We came to know k e is equal to half mv square. The relation you should come to know, otherwise you cannot solve. So what is percentage error in kinetic energy? Delta k e by k e is equal. Because of half you won't get an error. M power how much is there? 1 into. So delta m by m into 100 plus 2 into delta v by v into 100. Delta m by m into 100 how much? 1%. 1 into 1% plus 2 into 2%. So 1% plus 4%, that is equal to 5%. So in kinetic energy, what is the percentage error means? 5%. In that B they give. In momentum, in measurement of pressure, maximum error in the measurement of force and length of square plate are 3% and 4%. Means measurement of force they give 3%, length of square plate is how much they give? 2%. So force is 3%. In force 3%. In length of square plate 2%. 2% only. Length of square plate 2%. Then what is the percentage in pressure there? What is the pressure formula we give? F by A. A means F by length into breadth. Square plate means all sides will be same. What is the area of this one? Length into length. F by L square. Then what is the formula we will write? Delta P by P into 100 is equal to delta F by F into 100 plus power how much is there? 2. Therefore 2 into delta M by M into wherever it is there, numerator or denominator, always we will write plus. In force what is the percentage? 3%. 3% plus 2 into 2%. So 3% plus 2 2s are 4. So 7%. In pressure 7%. See, you can only do in measurement of period of pendulum, if the percentage as in measurement of length and acceleration due to gravity are 2% and 3%. That one you can only solve. T is equal to 2 pi root L by G. So T is equal to 2 pi is constant. So L power 1 by 2, G power minus 1. Because root can be written as over 100. Then how we will write? Delta D by T into 100 is equal to 1 by 2 into delta L by L into 100 plus 1 by 2 into delta D by D into. So this one and this one you can know. Therefore, you can find this one and this one they gave 2% and 3%. Just substitute, you will be getting the answer. Next here they gave least count vernier calipers and screw gauge. About those we will discuss in our lab very clearly. Least count of vernier calipers and least count of screw gauge. In lab we will do. Therefore we will discuss those screw gauge, vernier calipers, speedometer, all those we will discuss in lab. Next they gave me scalars and vectors. Scalars and vectors means already for you got in motion in plane lesson. So for the sir gave introduction for that scalars and vectors to discuss. So motion in plane. So at the time you got zero vector, null vector, equal vector, scalar vector, unit vector. So all these you might have known. So what is meant by unit vector? So you might have written. So A bar is a vector. A cap is unit vector, and A cap is equal to A bar by mod A bar. This one only they will write A bar by A. So you might have known three unit vectors: I cap, J cap, K cap. I cap, J cap. Another one is K cap. This K cap will be coming like this. Okay. So just three fingers you can keep like this: x axis, y axis, z axis. I cap, J cap, K cap. Okay. So what is the use of this unit vector means? So to convert a magnitude or a scalar into vector. How a scalar is going to be converted? So you can write A bar is equal to Ax I cap plus Ay J cap. So Ax I cap means Ax is along x axis, Ay is along y axis. So whenever we are multiplying Ax with I cap, this is going to become vector. Okay, so Ax is representing in the direction of x axis, Ay is representing in the direction of y axis. If z axis also there, we will write Az K cap. Okay, so what is the purpose of unit vector means to convert a scalar into vector. So if you multiply without changing its value, without changing its magnitude, a scalar is going to become vector. So this is the representation of vector in terms of unit vector, and unit vectors along x axis, y axis, and axis. So everyone should take in our same way. Therefore, they might have taken like this. And how to get unit vector means by using this formula: A bar by mod A bar. Mod A bar formula you can write modulus of A bar. Now we will write modulus of A bar, and A is equal to root of Ax square plus Ay square plus Az square. All these we discussed already. Just recalling. So here mainly we are going to discuss some problems on resultant. Next they give multiplication by scalar, addition, parallelogram law of vector. All these you will be coming to know. So if two vectors represented by the two sides of the parallelogram means like this. So P bar, Q bar. P bar, Q bar are representing two sides of a parallelogram as vectors. Then what is the resultant vector formula? R is equal to root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. I think all of you remember this formula, isn't it? And resultant direction. Alpha tan alpha is equal to Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. So this is the resultant magnitude, this is the resultant direction of the vector. So this formula we are going to use so many times. Okay. Next we are going to see some problems on those. So next see example 17. Directly we are doing by using those formulas. Two vectors have magnitude 6 and 8 units respectively. Find the magnitude of the resultant vector if the angle between vectors is 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 120 degrees. First case, theta is 60 degrees. Second case, theta is 90 degrees. Third case, theta is 120 degrees. Correct? 120 degrees. So two vectors P is equal to 6 units, Q is equal to 8 units. 6 and 8 units. Just these are the units of nothing but these are writing P value, Q value is having some units to represent. They will write like this. First they are asking resultant. First case A. R is equal to, what is the formula? General formula P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta under root. In this P value how much? 6. 6 square plus 8 square plus 2 into P value 6 into 8 into cos 60. First case we are doing cos 60. Cos 60 value how much? 6 square 36, 8 square 64 plus 2 into 6 into 8 cos 60 value 1 by 2 only. So sin 30 cos 60 will be same. This will be coming in trigonometry mathematics. 2 will be cancelled. Then what will be answer? 36 plus 64 100 plus 6 8 are 40. So root 148 units. Root 148 only got? Yes, root 148 units. Next, B. Second one, what is the formula? Same formula I am substituting. So this is same. 6 square plus 8 square plus 2 into 6 into 8 into cos 90. Cos 90 how much? Cos 90 value 0. Therefore, this total term is going to become 0. 36 plus 64 root 100. Root 100 means, so resultant value 10 units. Next, C. C they gave data value 120. Therefore, R is equal to root of same formula. P value 6, Q value 8. 6 square plus 8 square plus 2 into 6 into 8 cos 120. What is cos 120 value? So 36 plus 64 plus 2 into 6 into 8 cos 120. What is cos 120 value? Minus 1 by 2. So that is also trigonometry. If you forgot me, cos A plus B formula you have to know. So cos 120 can be written as 90 plus 30. Can we write? So for you mathematics cos 90 plus theta formula also will be there. Minus sin theta. Minus sin 30. So minus sin 30 value 1 by 2. So in this way you can remember. Otherwise cos A plus B formula. Cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. A B value you can substitute. A value 90, B value 30. Therefore cos 90 cos 30 minus sin 90 sin 30. This is 0 minus 1. Anyway, you should come to know sin 30 value. So that will be coming under trigonometry. So this 2 will be cancelled. So 64 plus 36. How much? 100. So 6 8s are 48. This minus is there. Minus 48. This one you can subtract. 10 minus 8, 2. 9 minus 4. So root 52 units. So that is example 17. Next example 18 you can see. Two vectors acting to a point are in the ratio 3:5. If the angle between them is 60 degrees and the magnitude of the resultant also they give is 35. Find the magnitude of vectors. Means initially they give two vectors acting to a point. Ratio they give. Two vectors ratio they give. Example which one? This one. Example 18. 18 only. Example 18. This is example 17 we discussed. So P by Q how much they give ratio? 3:5. So two vectors P:2 is equal to 3:5 and resultant how much they give? Angle between them is 60, magnitude of the resultant is 35. Resultant value they gave 35. Angle how much they gave? 60 degrees. Then what is P value? Q value they ask. So P is equal to assume 3x, Q is equal to assume 5x. 5x or y you can assume. So P by Q, P is to Q ratio how much? 3x by 5x, that is nothing but 3 by 5. Therefore, you will be getting. So what is the resultant formula? Same formula. One formula, so many problems. 1 P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos x. So this is only equation, but so many different problems they will ask. Entire examples will be on this only. Later, you should not get any doubt on this. So R value how much they gave? 35. P value 3x square. 3x whole square plus 5x whole square plus 2 into 3x into 5x cos 60. Again cos 60 value 1 by 2. Therefore 9x square plus 25x square plus 2 into 5x into 3x into 1 by 2. 2 will be cancelled. So 25 plus 9. How much? 34x square plus 5 into 3. 50 x into x square. This is nothing but 35. So 35 is equal to root of 34 plus 15. 5 plus 4. 9. 3 plus 1. 49 x square. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. So 35 square is equal to 49 x square, isn't it? So then x square is equal to 35 into 35 by 49, isn't it? Or 35 square by 49. Then x is equal to root of 35 square by 49 can be written as 7 square. Correct only? X square equal to 35 square by 49. Then x equal to under root of 35 square by 49 can be written as 7 into 7. 35 square by 7 square. Square root will be cancelled. 35 by 7. So 35 by 7 means how many times? So 5 sevens are 35. So then x value how much you got? 5. X value 5 means now p value 3 into 5. 3 into 5 15. 5 into 5 20. So p value 50, q value 25. So that is example 18. Okay. So next see example 19. Read the problem carefully. Two forces acting in opposite direction have resulted in 10 newtons, and when acting perpendicularly have resulted in 15 newtons. Find the magnitude of forces. So two vectors are there, a bar, b bar, p bar, q bar, p bar, q bar. So p and q both are in opposite direction. Both are in opposite direction. Resulted how much they gave? 10 newtons. Correct only? Next. So p bar and q bar both are perpendicular at the time, result in 15 newtons. Then what is p value, q value they are asking. So if two vectors are in opposite direction, what is the resultant formula? R is equal to p minus q. So how this one came means it is not coming from the sky. R is resultant formula root p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. Both are opposite means theta value how much? P square plus q square plus 2pq cos 180. Cos 180 value minus 1. P square plus q square plus 2pq minus 1. Minus 1 into plus, this is minus 2p. A square plus b square minus 2ab. Therefore, what you will get? P minus q whole square. P and q will be cancelled. Means if two vectors are in opposite direction, resultant is p minus q. Two vectors acting perpendicular. Perpendicular means theta value how much? 90. At the time resultant how much? Root p square plus q square. Opposite means p minus q. Perpendicular means root p square plus q square. So they give opposite is 10 newtons. Therefore, p minus q is equal to 10. Perpendicular means this formula. Root p square plus q square equal to 50. Solve these two, then you will be getting p and q values. So squaring on both sides. P square plus q square is equal to 50 square. So root will be cancelled. 50 square means how much? P square plus q square equal to 5 5s are 25, 2 zeros, 2500. Now substitute either q value or p value from this equation. From this, p is equal to q plus 10. Substitute q plus 10 whole square plus q square equal to 2500. If you solve this, what will be coming? Q will be coming. So a plus b whole square formula. A square plus b square plus 2ab means that is nothing but 20q plus q square is equal to 2500. Q square plus q square, 2q square plus 20q. This one is coming to LHS minus 2500 plus 100 is equal to 0. 2q square plus 20q, 2500 minus 100. How much you will get? 2400. So 2 will be cancelled among all this. Take 2 common. 2 if you have taken common means q square plus 10q. So 12 2s are 20. 1200 equal to 0. So this 0, this 2 is coming this side. 0 by 2, 0. Then what will be remaining? Q square plus 10q minus 1200 equal to 0. So quadratic equation. Okay. So for that, it is what will be coming here? Q square. This is 1200. Therefore, 40 cube minus 30. 40 into 30, 1200. Isn't it? 40 minus 30, 10. Exactly cancelled. Therefore, you can write like this. Otherwise, minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. That formula we have to use. Q is common. Q plus 40 minus 30. Q plus 40. Therefore, minus 30 common Q. So 40 into 30 again 1200. So Q plus 40 into Q minus 30 is equal to 0. Then this product is equal to 0 means either this one is equal to 0 or this one is going to be 0. Q plus 40 equal to 0. Q minus 30 equal to 0. Q value 30. Q value minus 1. So this value we won't take, we are taking vectors. Magnitude means you will be getting 30. Q value 30 means substitute here. Q value 30 means P value how much you are getting? P is equal to Q plus 10. So 30 plus 10. So P value 40. Why we are not taking minus means? So P and Q's are magnitudes of vector. Magnitude you should not take negative. So that is the answer. So 30 and 40. Or 40 and 30 both will be same. Next example 20. Two vectors of equal magnitude are acting through a point. Two vectors of equal magnitude. Magnitudes are equal. The magnitude of resultant is equal to the magnitude of either vector. Find the angle between the vectors. So they gave, this is example 20. So example 20 they gave P and Q. That is nothing but both are same. And the resultant is equal to one of the vector. P and Q same means P is equal to Q is equal to P. We can assume. And R is equal to P is equal to P. R is also equal to P. What is the formula? R is equal to root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Now R value equal to P. P value P only. Q value also P only. Therefore 2P into cos theta. So therefore P is equal to root of 2P square cos theta. Correctly? P square plus P square 2P square 2 into P 2P square. So sparing on both sides. Sparing on both sides, P square is equal to 2P square plus 2P square cos theta. So this 2P square will be coming this side. So P square minus 2P square is equal to 2P square cos theta. P square minus 2P square is nothing but minus P square is equal to 2P square cos theta. P square will be cancelled. Cos theta equal to minus 1 by 2. Cos theta minus 1 by 2 means theta value how much? So previously we discussed theta value. So 120 degrees. Isn't it? Next example 21. Example 21 also very important model. The resultant of two forces, one double the other in magnitude, is perpendicular to the smaller of the two forces. Find the angle between the forces. They didn't give any value, but they are asking angle. See the problem carefully. The resultant of two forces, one double the other. So one double the other means one force is P is equal to, let us assume, F. Then Q is equal to 2F. Isn't it? So one double the other. Next what they give? Other is perpendicular to the smaller of the two forces. So the resultant of these two forces is perpendicular to the smaller force. Let us assume one force is F. Another force is 2F. Double. Therefore, you have to draw a little bit big vector. If this is small and this is big. So resultant of these two is perpendicular to the which force? Smaller force. So let us assume this total angle theta. So what is the resultant? So resultant, what they are asking to find the angle between the forces. This theta they are asking. This theta they are asking means they gave in the question resultant is making with this f 90 degrees. Therefore, resultant direction formula. Till now we used only this formula, root p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. So in addition to this, we gave other formula, that is nothing but resultant direction. The direction formula we are going to use. So general formula is q sin theta by p plus q cos theta. So tan alpha means resultant direction. Here resultant direction how much they gave? Resultant is making 90 degrees. Therefore, tan alpha value here 90. Tan 90 is equal to, this is P, this is Q. Q value here 2f. 2f sin theta. This one only we should calculate. P value f plus 2f cos theta. So tan 90 value. So tan 90 means sin 90 by cos 90. If you don't know me, sin 90 by cos 90. In mathematics already you came to know this sign. Tan 90 value. 2f sin theta by, so f plus 2f cos theta. Sin 90 value how much? 1. Cos 90 value 0. 1 by 0. This 0 into this one. 0 into this one, cross multiply, 0 into this one is 0. 1 into this one. So f plus 2f cos theta equal to 0. So 0 into this one is 0. 1 into this one is this one. Isn't it? So we can bring this side. So 2f cos theta equal to minus f. F and f will be cancelled. Here minus 1 will be there. Then cos theta is equal to minus 1. Cos theta minus 1 by 2 means theta value again 120 degrees. Okay. Next see example 22. The resultant of two forces 3p and 2p is capital R. If the first force is doubled, then the resultant is also doubled. Find the angle between two forces. Example 22. So one is p and 2p. 3p, 2p. So p is equal to 3p, q is equal to 2p. 3p, 2p is R. Resultant is R. Then what is R formula? R is equal to root of 3p square plus 2p square plus 2 into 3p into 2p into cos theta. So resultant is R. Next they gave if the first force is doubled means this one is going to be double. This one is going to be double means now p dash is equal to 2 times of 3. That is nothing but 6p. So they will give about q dash. Q dash is remains same only. First force is double. The resultant is also double. The resultant is r dash is also double. So this is r formula you can know. P square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. Now r dash is equal to, what is the formula? P dash square plus q dash square plus 2p dash q dash cos theta. Angle they didn't change. Only force is double. So simply if you have taken one force F, another force F1, F2. Second time this force is double. Double means 2F. So F2 remains same. So what is the angle? Just there asked. Now R dash value how much? 2R. So call this equation number 1. So 2R is equal to P dash value how much now? 6P. 6P whole square plus Q dash value 2P. 2P whole square plus 2 into 6P into 2P into cos theta. Call it as equation number 2. So 1 by 2 or 2 by 1. Anything you can do. If you do 2 by 1, because a bigger value, smaller value you can think. So 2R by R. This value. So 6p square plus 2p square plus 2 into 6p into 2p is divided by the root of equation number 1, 3p square. 3p whole square plus 2p whole square plus 2 into 3p into 2p cos theta. Here also cos theta. So 2r by r will be cancelled. And what is remaining in LHS? 2 is remaining. 2 is equal to, here inside this square root you get 6 6s are 36. So 36 p square. 2 2s are 4 p square. 6 2s are 12. 12 2s are 24. So 24 p into p square cos theta is divided by, in LHS 2 only, 2r by r is equal to 2. 2 is equal. Denominator will be, denominator 3p whole square, that is nothing but 9p square. 3 3s are 9, 2 2s are 4. 4p square. 2 into 3, 6. 6 into 2, 12. 12p square cos theta. So now we have to solve this one. How we solve means sparing on both sides. Sparing on both sides, 2 square. That is nothing but 4. Here square root will be cancelled. Then what remains? 36 plus 4. 36 plus 4, 40. 40 plus 24, 64. Sorry, we can't add this one because this is cos theta. So 36 plus 4, 40 p square plus 24 p square cos theta is divided by, so 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4, 13 p square plus 12 p square cos theta. Correct only? So here p square you can take common. Here also p square you can take common. So square, we got square, therefore so p square if you have taken common means 4 is equal to 40 plus 24 cos theta by 13 plus 12 cos theta. Square down both sides. Now we can multiply. So 4 into 13 plus 12 cos theta is equal to 40 plus 24 cos theta. So 13 fours. So 13 fours how much? 4 3s are 12. 1 4 52. Correct? 52 plus 12 fours. 48 cos theta is equal to 40 plus 24 cos theta. So this one you can bring this side. This one you can bring this side. So 48 cos theta minus 24 cos theta. 40 minus 54. 48 minus 24. 8 minus 4. Or 4 minus 2. So 24 cos theta is equal to, so 52 minus 40. 52 minus 40 means 12 minus. So cos theta is equal to minus 12 by 20. Minus 1. Again you got theta value 120. So little bit big calculation, but easily you will be getting. This is example 20. Example 23 and example 21. Both will be same models. Therefore, you can try at home example 23. I am not solving 23. You can only solve. Next is the example 24. Very, very important question. If n vectors of equal magnitude are acting through a point and the angle between the adjacent vectors is 2 pi by capital N, find the resultant velocity. N vectors are acting. So example 24. So n vectors are acting. So adjacent vectors angle is 2 pi by N. Theta is 2 pi by N. Find the resultant. Here n value they will give, but they are asking resultant. Can we take n value 1? In mathematics you will take for n value 1, n value 2, n value 3, whether it is true or false you will take. Same like n value 1. Can we take for one vector you will get resultant means that is only resultant. Resultant means minimum we require 2 vectors. So therefore n is equal to 2. N is equal to 2 means I am taking 2 vectors p bar, q bar. So these two vectors angle between these two vectors how much means they gave 2 pi by n. 2 pi by n means theta is equal to 2 pi by n value to 2. Therefore theta value how much now? Pi. Pi means how these two vectors are acting? Pi means 180 degrees. 180 degrees means both are opposite. So p bar and q bar both are equal, but both are opposite. Then what is the result? P bar minus q bar. That is nothing but P minus Q. Both are equal in magnitude. So they only get n equal vectors. Therefore, if two equal vectors, their resultant is 0. If you have taken n 3 equal vectors, n value 3. So n value 3 if you are taking. What is the adjacent angle between those? Theta is equal to 2 pi by 3. So 2 pi by 3 means how much? So 2 pi by 3 means 180 by 3, 60. So angle is 120. Three vectors acting like this: P, Q. So an angle between the adjacent vectors 120 degrees. Then their resultant also you will be getting 0. Resultant of these two we will calculate, and resultant of these two. Finally we will get 0. So we will discuss in lab upon concurrent forces at the time. There you will get understood. Now we will see n equal to 4. N equal to 4 you can understand very easily. N equal to 4 means what is theta? 2 pi by 4. 2 pi by 4 means pi by 2. Angle between any two vectors equal to 90. But you should take 4 vectors. 4 vectors, but 4 vectors are equal. Correct or not? So A, B, C, D. Just I am taking A, B, C. All vectors are equal. Between any two vectors angle is 90 degrees. We got like that because they give formula n 2 pi by n. Therefore, so resultant of these two you will be getting like this. Resultant of these two you will be getting like this. Again these two are equal. Therefore, resultant will be 0. Therefore, if n vectors are acting, n equal vectors are acting with 2 pi by n, then acting with angles 2 pi by n, then the resultant is always 0. This is statement you have to remember like that. N equal vectors 2 pi by n means, then always you should remember resultant is going to become 0. Okay. See the example 24. Now only we solve. Below there they gave 3 vectors p bar plus q bar plus s bar is equal to 0. So that one only BC, that is equal to n equal to 3. Just you can see that one polygon law they gave. P bar plus q bar plus s bar equal to 0. P bar plus q bar plus s bar plus t bar plus u bar is equal to 0. So see the example 25. If p bar plus q bar is equal to p bar minus q bar, find the angle between p bar and q bar. They gave p bar plus q bar is equal to p bar minus q bar. Magnitude of sum of two vectors, magnitude of subtraction of two vectors. Both are equal. Find the angle between p and q. So sparing on both sides you can. So p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. Here p square plus q square minus 2pq cos theta. I did sparing on both sides. So then p square will be cancelled. Q square will be cancelled. So then this minus 2pq cos theta will be coming this side. So 2pq cos theta plus 2pq cos theta. Here what will be there? 0. Then 4pq cos theta is equal to 0. Then cos theta equal to 0. Cos theta 0 means theta value 90 degrees. Therefore, angle between two vectors is 90. Next example 26. Example 26 we are going to discuss tomorrow. Next concept they gave page number 15, resolution of vector. Just I will give now. Tomorrow we will solve that example 26 because it will take some time. So resolution of vector. So resolution of vector means vector will be divided into two components. Resolution means we are going to divide. Let us assume a vector a bar they give. Already you came to know this is x axis, y axis. So a bar they gave. What is the magnitude means from here to here? This is nothing but magnitude. That is nothing but mod a bar or a. So it is making some angle. So theta with horizontal. Then how we will resolve this vector into two component means draw one normal onto x axis. This is one. Draw one normal onto y axis. This is let us assume m. So this is the horizon. So OM we will call x component. OM we will call y component. Now what is OM? What is OM? So that one only we are going to calculate. Now OM is the horizontal component for A bar. That is nothing but we will represent like this. OM is the vertical component. They will say AY. We have to find what is AX, what is AY. How we will find means this is theta. Okay. So ON, this one we can assume P. So from triangle ONP, we want which side? Adjacent side. Adjacent side means which trigonometric function we have to use? Cos theta. Then cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse OP. So ON by OP, length of this vector, that is nothing but A. Then ON is equal to A cos theta. This one only we will write AX equal to A cos theta. Okay. Same like that. We want AY. AY is Y component. Y component or vertical component they will say. If you want vertical component means here OM is equal to PN. We want opposite side. Opposite side means we have to take sin theta. Sin theta is equal to PN by OP. Opposite side by hypotenuse. PN is equal to OM. OM by OP. So OM by A. So sin theta. Then OM is equal to A sin theta. This OM only we will write AY. So AY is A sin theta, AX is A cos theta. So how we will write A bar in terms of AX and AY? So AX, A is magnitude of A bar, cos theta is also magnitude. AX is here scalar component. Here AY is also scalar component, A sin theta. This is also magnitude, this is also some value. Therefore AX, AY scalar components. If you add these two, will you get A bar? A bar is equal to AX plus AY. Will you get? So this is vector, but this is scalar, this is scalar. To make this one into vector, we will multiply. AX is along which direction? Along x-axis. When it is going to get direction means whenever we are multiplying with I cap. Therefore AX I cap. So this one if you want to get as vector, then we should multiply with J cap. Now AX what we can write? A bar is equal to A cos theta I cap, A sin theta J cap. So what is the magnitude formula? Mod A bar or A is equal to root AX square plus AY square. If you substitute AX square AY square, you will get A square plus A square, you will get A. Once you can substitute and see. AX value is A cos theta, AY value is A sin theta. Already all you came to know. So that U in projectile motion, U will be resolved into two components, U cos theta, U sin theta. Already you saw in the projectile. This is nothing but X component, this is nothing but Y component. So if this is some B vector, it is theta. Then along this direction what will be coming means B cos theta. Along this direction B sin theta. Very simple one, you can remember. So which is basing theta, that one always is going to become cos theta. Which is remaining, which is not basing theta, that one is always B sin theta. And then this is C. This is making theta. Then this one is going to become C cos theta. This is going to become C sin theta. Again we will discuss once tomorrow with that example 26 and this resolution of vector. Okay.